If you like purple eyeshadow and dark lipstick, you might want to stick around and watch this tutorial. When you use purple, it can stain. Start with an eye base that's going to completely dry down. I'm going to take this and a fluffy brush and completely even this out. You're going to be able to layer with this type of base, but this kind of creates a barrier because purple wants to stain. I'm going to mix a dark purple and a more pastel purple. I want a little bit more depth. That's going to go here. I'm going to focus most of it on my lid, and then we'll kind of transition it out of the socket. You want short, dense bristles for this to make sure it's really nice and even. Now we're still going to add some depth, but this is going to be really, really fun as a base. Oh, that color is so pretty. Isn't this palette spectacular? I'm going to start to pack this shade into the socket. Oh my goodness, that is fun. What a beautiful color. Shadows on one side of the brush, that way we can just push it into the socket now. Now grabbing this shade, we're gonna get to those fun sparkles, but we're laying down all of our matte work first. That's just gonna go right here. And now we need some brown gel liner. Grab your gel liner. This one's from Jones Road. It's a pretty brown. And we're just gonna go ahead and start to draw. Now don't worry about it being perfect. I'm actually gonna cover up a lot of this, if not all of this, with a shimmer here in a second. Maybe even a few of them. I'm just kind of using this as a deep base, but more of a controlled base. Again, don't worry about it being perfect. We really just want it to be nice and even at the lash line. Don't worry about that. And then I think I even want to put a little bit through here. I know it sounds scary, right? No, it won't be, I promise. No, we do want it to have a little bit of smoothness. Nice. We're gonna grab this shade. Notice I switched to a smaller brush, and remember all the chaos? Well, we're still in chaos, but anytime you have shimmer, it's going to hide imperfections. Now I'm gonna continue to grab this same shade and just build this up to a little bit more of an intensity. I've gone wild, I'm palette hopping, but this shade is just gonna be perfect to press out here. Seeing as it's a matte black with some sparkle in it. Oh yes. Tapping for precision and a soft blend. This color's so fun. And then that's gonna go on this area here. Remember our lavender eyeshadow mixture, eyeshadow base mixture? Let's just put a little bit of that right there. You can even tidy this up. Then let's grab this shade one more time on a C30 and let's just kind of layer this in the middle. My micellar water queued up and I've got my E29 ready to go here. Make sure that my micellar water's even. I'm gonna take this off. Ooh. And I wanna kind of soften the edge and even kind of melt it into the skin a little bit more. You can even clean off any kind of fallout that might have happened with your brush. Continue to melt. Then I'm gonna grab my bronzer. Grab whatever bronzer you're absolutely loving at the moment. This one's been one of my faves, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of kind of flow to the eyeshadow because I'll be wearing this bronzer in a second. So this will just really melt and tie everything in. I always apply mascara before I put on my falsies. Now these are those self-adhesive lashes. I love them, but they kind of have to get acquainted. Let them warm up. Okay, they need body heat to warm up. Then you can clamp it on. Finish out this way. Let that continue to warm up a little bit more. Just clamp it to your natural lash. I should say the skin right above. Oh, that looks so good. I'm using my CoverGirl Clean Invisible foundation. And by the way, I'm filming into a mirror, but I'm using back camera so I can see what I'm doing. Ooh, watch that melt in. Delightful. And I'm using a C42 foundation brush. Oh, look at my sparkles. I don't need as much on my forehead today, so I'll just kind of take from here. I'm just gonna do concealer underneath my eyes. feel like I got pretty good coverage from the foundation through the center. C32 concealer brush to melt it in. And again, I don't want to carve there. In fact, I'll add more bronzer later, but I want to melt. We're melting, not carving today. Ooh, what a nice melt. Look at that. Delightful. Melt right there a little bit. I've been wanting to try this Wet n Wild highlighter. Look how pretty this is. We need to put it on before powder. That looks like a filter. Let's pick it up on our concealer brush. And we're just gonna add it in here to kind of tie into the purple. Let's pick up some more. Oh my goodness, this is stunning. Okay, Wet n Wild. Now we're gonna go ahead and set. And we can lightly set that as well. That does dry down though. This is so pretty. So we're gonna do our waterline, but if you wear contacts like I do, see how I have a dense brush? I'm just pushing that, and that's gonna ever so lightly just push the waterline out so you cannot get this on your contacts. Now it's time for bronzer. I'm gonna start here, but I'm also going to take some through here just to kind of warm up my nose. Take it across. Ooh, look at how pretty and warm. A little bit here, not to shape the face, but to continue that flow. I'm actually going to use what's on my cheek for my inner corner as well. I've fallen in love with this blush, and I love how it's not just that kind of classic peach pink. It's definitely more of a red. Just going to build it up a little bit more. Ooh, it ties nicely into that purple highlight. I'm gonna lightly powder my lips, and what this is gonna do is gonna give this lip liner a little bit more control and precision, and it can even help with longevity. I love the new MAC lip liner colors. This is Root for me. I thought we'd do a dark lip with this, kind of switch it up a little bit. Then we're gonna do this Film Noir lipstick. This is one of the new MAC ones. This is somehow giving Jessica Rabbit, and I love it. Immediately, yes. Oh my goodness. Fantastic. Give me 14 of them. So here's our finished look, and since it's spooky season, I feel like this could be so many different things. A fairy, a vampire, a mermaid. Let's go ahead and save it for later, just in case.